My favourite part of my own book is undoubtedly the first chapter, where I just set out to tell Ireland's ancient story. I'm being self-indulgent in a way there, but on the other hand, it's basic to the philosophy of education that I have developed. But I just feel so re-energized every time I go back to research that, to become that little bit more familiar with the stories, and I mean not just the legends and so on, but just reading about how, for example, the sheer love of learning made Ireland, a tiny little fragment of an island, off the coast of Britain, off the coast of Europe, right at the other edge of the Atlantic from America, a tiny, tiny speck in the Atlantic Ocean, became a centre of learning for at least 3 centuries in the early Middle Ages. And I just thought, doesn't it show you what passion can do? That it both draws people to you and urges you to go out and explore and share. So we had both, and I love reading again and again about the students who came from all over Europe. Now these were sort of universities, early universities, because we're talking about adults. This is why I think it's so relevant to university education today. We're talking about young adults and not so young adults coming from Europe, from royal houses and from other places, just to share in that passion. And because the Irish so firmly believed that learning nourished the human spirit, they couldn't charge any fees, neither for teaching nor learning, nor for accommodation. So when you came as an adult student to the Irish monastic school, you were welcomed as a member of the human race with a spirit to be nourished like everybody else, and so everything was free. And this is not mythology, I have to make the point. This is historical. It's a fact of history, it's annotated, and it has been a cause of wonderment for centuries. And to my mind, every time I read that, I get a great lift. I also love the idea that we can never allow ourselves to be boxed in. That learning is something that is liberating and that brings us joy, and it's challenging, but it's fun. And I always think of how that has been described by a modern scholar as hard fun, and learning should be hard fun. Okay, that was definitely my favourite part of the book.